Good morning, people. Max here with A1 Website Pro, and today we're going to be talking about hacked WordPress websites and how the professionals fix them up. So stay tuned, and we're going to get started on this right now. Okay, guys, maybe some of you gotten an email like this. Your site's been flagged for malware, and then they give you a list of files, and you're like, what the heck is that? And it's letting you know where the hack is. Now, to someone like me, I'm like, oh, okay, I see where it's at, and I'm going to go in and take care of it. However, a lot of people, they're like, oh, what the heck do I do now? Well, I want to let you know first off that we offer a service, and it's called Fix Hacked. We specialize in fixing hacked WordPresses, and you can get it at the URL here. And I will put that in the video below, but we're a lot cheaper than a lot of other people doing it, and I'm about to show you why, because we could do it, pretty quickly compared to some people. Now, what we want to do here is we want to log into you can log into your FTP, your control panel, or whatever. I do mine through Shell, because the name of the video is the way the professionals do it, and so I'm going to show you the way the professionals do it. Okay, now whenever you first log in via Shell, this is what you're going to see, and this is a typical WordPress install. We're working with my website here called demo.a1websitepro.com. Now, there's a few things that you want to do. You want to back this up, okay? And I could show you how to do it through the PHP MyAdmin, but right here I'm going to show you how to do it via Shell. So everything in your WordPress that's important is loaded in this WP config file. All right, and in order to get there, I just type in nano wp-config.php, and this will give me the login information that I need. Of course, it's going to be blacked out on the video here, but it's going to give me the login information that I need to download the database. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that information for myself. All right, so what I'm going to do is type in mysqldump-u, and this is going to be the username. Okay, and I'll go ahead and paste in the username there. The next thing that I'm going to do is -p, space -p, and this is going to be the database name. Okay, on the end of this, I'm going to put the greater than sign, and then I'm just going to type in db.sql, because that's going to be my database.sql. And then I'm simply going to hit return or enter on the keyboard, and it's going to prompt me for a password. It's MySQL dump. I forgot the P on the end there. So let me go back. MySQL dump, D-U-M-P. Then I hit enter or return on the keyboard. It'll ask me for the password. So I will enter the password. You'll notice it doesn't come up on the screen. This is good for videos too, so you don't reveal your password. After that, you're just going to get another command line. If you type in ls, you could see the db.sql is indeed there. Now it is time to back up the site. So I'm going to type clear for video purposes, and we'll type ls one more time so you can see the list of files. And then you type in zip, and then -r, because there's a bunch of directories. And then you type in bk.zip, just like so, and then space, and then with a little star above the A. That means all. Okay, and so we're going to hit return, and you can see that everything is getting zipped up and nice to a little bk.zip folder. And even with large sites, this process is relatively quick. And now you see we have bk.zip right here. Now we can take our database out of here by typing rm.sql like so. If we type in ls, you can see that the database is indeed removed. All right, so we'll clear that screen off there and type in ls. The biggest thing that you want to remember is that you want to save the WP content directory, because this is where your client's themes and plugins are, and you need to make sure that you have them, and I like to put them in a separate zip file. I use the bk.zip here for everything that I need as far as the entire website. But then I take the WP content folder and I zip it up. And the way I do that is pretty much the same way. Zip -r WP content.zip and then the WP content folder. And you'll see what happens here. Hit enter, return, and it just zips up everything in that WP content folder. All right. So now, if we look at the website right now, and let me go ahead and bring it up. Demo.am Website Pro. You can see that it's still up, it's functioning, it's there. Okay, and this website here I use to demonstrate, the different plugins and stuff that we make, and usually simple stuff. But you could go down through there and see that the website is up and running and the plugins are working. Well, I'm getting ready to clean this site. Okay, so if it had malware on it or something, so let me type in clear, type ls. Now what I want to remove is everything. Okay, everything. I want to remove everything except like this air folder. If something looks out of place here, like you could go to, I'll leave a link in the description to the article so you could see what the different things are as far as regular WordPress core files and stuff. Now, a lot of people, they go through these files one by one, and that is an insane thing to do. There's just, it takes hours of time to go through every PHP script. There's thousands of them. You don't have to do that. Okay, you do not have to do that. What you have to do is remove all of the WordPress files. Remove all the WordPress directories. This WP, everything with a WP in front of it, and this XMLRPC. This is for emailing to your WordPress. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to remove everything except for error and the stats. There should be a stats folder, and there it is right there. So what we're going to do is remove these one by one, and I am going to speed up this video so you could see how it's done, but you don't have to sit here and wait through the whole thing. Okay, I just removed all the files that I needed to remove, so we'll type in clear and clear this out. Type in ls, and we can see I have the bk.zip of everything. I have the error directory, the stats directory. Now I saved the wp config file because we're going to need that. The wp content folder, I saved that, and the wp trackback .php, I don't need that, so let me get rid of that real quick. Copy rm, and just remember, whenever you're removing a directory, you have to type in rm space -r, and then whatever the name of the directory is. Okay. All right. Now, if we go look at the site now, and we'll go ahead and refresh this thing. We get error 403 forbidden, so the site's gone. Basically, there is no index files. There's nothing there. It's all gone. So what we're going to do is start with something fresh and clean from WordPress. So we type in wget https://wordpress.org/latest.zip, just like so. And you'll notice it brings it in here. If I type in ls again, you can see the latest.zip on our server here. Okay, so we'll copy that and type in unzip. And you'll notice that it takes them all and unzips them. And if we type in ls, we can see that there's a directory called WordPress here. Okay, so if we go cd WordPress, go in there, that is your fresh install. So clear, put it up here. And all these are fresh and clean files from WordPress. Okay, and that's what you want. That's what you want. Nice and fresh, clean files from WordPress. So I'm going to just hit CD like this. Go up to the main root directory once again. And we'll type in clear and ls so you guys can see what's going on. And what we want to do is move WordPress all, everything in that WordPress file, we want to move to the directory we're in. So we use the ./. And when I do that, watch what happens. No such file or directory, because I need to learn how to spell WordPress. So move WordPress, 2 S's, /all. We're going to move everything right up to there. And then type ls, and you will see, voila, we have our WordPress back. But there's a couple things. You notice this WP config sample. We don't need that because we have our WP config file. All right. Now remember that WP content.zip folder? Okay, we're going to unzip that. But before we do that, we need to look at the WP content folder here. All right. CD WP content. And type in ls. And we have these different, we have the index, plugins, and themes inside here. Now we could go CD plugins, and there's some that come with the installation. You know, we have the hello, akismet, and index.php. We just want to type in remove -r, everything. Remove them all. Okay. CD // and then we will go to CD themes, ls, and here's all the themes that we have with the installation. Once again, remove -r all, everything. Okay, because we already have our WP content folder. Okay, now CD, we go back up to the WP content folder. If we type in ls again, we have our plugins directory, our themes directory. Now there's also an uploads directory whenever we unzip. Now, what have I done here? I quarantine everything. I eliminated the possibility of there being anything in the WP includes directory. I eliminated anything malicious being in the WP admin directory. Okay, so let me type in CD and clear ls. You can see that you know, everything is fresh because I haven't unzipped anything yet, right? So I want to unzip this WP content folder, WP content.zip right here. Okay, and that is going to populate inside here. So I can actually just remove that WP content folder totally, because this WP content.zip, you know, whenever I unzip it, it'll be in there. I like to go in there and take them out just to see what WordPress has, but you don't have to do that. You can skip right to this step here. I'm going to copy that, remove -r WP content. Okay, now I am going to unzip this. And remember, this is where all the people's pictures are in, their themes, their files. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to type unzip, paste. And now we're unzipping everything. Okay, just the way it was before. And we type in ls, CD, WP content, and CD themes, and type in ls. We can see, you know, the themes are in here, the 2017, 2019, blah, blah, blah. All right. Now, what you want to do is when you're in themes here, you can take these out, take these old ones out if it's in the WordPress directory. If you purchased a special theme, you would want to upload the theme via your dashboard, or you can SCP it into here. But let's say, that this 2017 or the 2019, we want to remove it. Okay, to make sure maybe it's infected. Maybe this theme is infected and we need a fresh install of this theme. So we just copy this and go to the WordPress.org and then type in the name of the theme, 2017. Okay. All right, now on these themes, there's always a download link. Okay. So first of all, let's go ahead and remove -R. Let's remove that theme, 2017. Now 2017 is gone. Okay, so we're going to go to the download, right click, copy link address. All right, and just to prove to you that it's gone, let's type in clear and then ls. That 2017 is no longer there, but this particular website uses that theme, right? So we need to get it back. So we type in wget and then paste in that download link that we got from WordPress for the 2017, just like so, and boom, it's there like instantaneously. Wow. Okay. So unzip. Jeez, guys, I'm having so much fun. All right, let's type in ls, and here we have our 2017 theme back right there. See? Right at the bottom. And now we could remove this zip file, copy. All right, so that's how you replace a theme, via shell. So let's go ahead, CD, and let's go ahead and pick on the plugins. If we look at these plugins, there's usually a lot more plugins than there are themes. But, like WooCommerce, we'd want to get rid of this and make sure there's a fresh install. We could just take all of these, and if you bought something like maybe the A1 Happy Images or A1 Image Hover, you would have to make sure that you go to the designer or whoever you bought it from, get a fresh download, fresh install, make sure you keep them updated, and reinstall it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the plugin. The plugin the same way is the theme. You just type in rm-r and then paste that directory in there. Now your WooCommerce is gone. Kind of scary, huh? If I type in ls, you can see we no longer have the WooCommerce. Now, how can we make sure that we get our WooCommerce back? Well, what we want to do is go to WordPress.org, and we want WooCommerce. We know that it's a plugin. Okay, and let's go ahead right here, plugins. You could search it on WooCommerce, but I like to search it in Google search engine because it takes me right there where I need. And I right click, copy link address, go to my shell, wget, paste it in there, and boom, there it is, WooCommerce 3.53 zip. So then I copy this, type in unzip, boom, remove the zip file, clear, ls, and voila, we have a fresh WooCommerce plugin. All right, and you do that one by one with all these, the contact form, image hover, however many plugins this particular individual has, and you replace them with the fresh ones. Now, if you get down to one where you can't find a replacement, okay, that is the one that you're going to have to go in through the files one by one. Okay, so for instance, let's say that this Akismet. Okay, I wanted to go in there, and so I'll go cd Akismet. I'll list the files by typing ls, and I'll look at them. Then I have to start going through them one by one. Copy, nano, paste in there. Oh, nano. And then you go into the file and you look, and if you're a programmer, you know what to look for. Usually there's uh, uh, stupid things in here like a include or whatever, like it's trying to include something. I'll give you an example, and some of them get pretty good, but include, and then they'll have an open and close parentheses and food.php inside there, and then they'll have it'll look kind of something like this. That means they're trying to include another food. Now, why do you delete everything like I showed you? It's because on the updates only updates the files that it has in its plugin repository. So if you just update everything and think that you're getting rid of the malware, you're wrong. It doesn't work that way, because if you definitely want to keep things updated, but updating it, is only part of removing the malware from your site. You have to be able to go in there and remove everything, because you don't know what additional files are in there. Because there could be additional files that are creating the malware, and 90% of the time, it's not just an infection in the existing files. It's an infection in other files that they put on there. So just by running your updates doesn't delete files that are not supposed to be there, and that's why you delete everything. Another great plugin that I like to use a lot of times in my whenever I'm looking for something and I want to find it quick for a client is the WordPress plugin. I mean, these guys do a good job. Even the free version really can help you out finding what's going on with your why you're getting hacked. And you can perform the scan, and the way we'll install the WordFence is we're just going to right click, copy the link address, go to the plugins folder, which we're already in, and then wget, and I'm going to paste that in there. Now you might not use wget, you might use something else in your shop, but I'm on Ubuntu. And like I said, you can do all this stuff through your control panel, in your file manager. Now look at that, I just installed the WordFence. So let's go ahead and go to that demo and refresh, see what it looks like now. And voila, we have a nice, clean, and happy little WordPress here. Just got out of the shower. Okay, so that there's nothing in there that's slowing it down, infecting it. You're not going to get any nasty email messages from Google. And let me go ahead and show you how. Okay, now as you go down through here, you want to go to your plugins and activate the WordFence. And these guys are great. Let me click activate here. This isn't 100% proof, but it definitely gives you ideas, what's going on. And sometimes you have to be careful, because they'll say, hey, we found an infection in your, going to ask you for a premium key, just click no. So anyway, you'll come down here to WordFence, and this is where you'll go to your dashboard and start your scan. Now the thing that you got to be careful about using WordFence is it does have the capability to manipulate your files. You can, let me just click X off here. Whenever you start scanning your WordPress, it's going to have a list of the files, that it's scanning through down here. So if I click start new scan, it's going to start scanning them. And if there's any problem, if there's any blatant problems, then it's going to show you here, and then it'll ask you if you want to auto fix it. Well, if it's your config file, you don't want to delete that file. You delete that config file, then your whole WordPress is going to disappear. That config file is very important. So whenever you do your scan, you got to know what you're doing in here, and that's why they also advertise need help from a web security expert. And there's a link here to get get your hack site clean. Now, as you can see, there's nothing wrong with this site because we just cleaned it. We gave it a bath. All right, give it a really good bath. This is Max with A1 Website Pro. I know that this tutorial was technical. It might have been difficult for some, but remember, we have a service that we provide here because we specialize in fixing hacked WordPress sites. And we not only, we outline the process of how to do it, and we also do the blacklist removal. There's a couple other things here, you know, where we install the SSL, do a malware scan, and everything like that. Another way to do a malware scan is to go to this web inspector. This will also be in the article where you post your website. Like we'll scan demo.a1websitepro.com. It'll go through, it'll scan the site, it'll scan the files, you know. But like these scanners are not 100% foolproof because, like I said, some of these hackers are really crafty in the way that they insert code and put code. And the best thing to do is just strip it down to the bare bones, start with a fresh install, you know, then you could target the different files and folders that you need. They could, and more than likely, it'll be in your WP content folder somewhere. Your themes, your plugins, or your uploads. So if you look at your uploads, look at CD uploads like this here, type in LS, you know, it's going to have the years and stuff like that. It may have some other files and folders. Like if you don't know what they are, get rid of them. Just get rid of them, and you know, if they look kind of suspicious, especially these, it could be a .php or whatever. Get rid of them in there. If you're not sure what they are, you could also go right here and inspect these different files. Like if I click copy and I type in nano and I wanted to see what was in that file, you know, I could see this. Now, don't let this scare you. This could be some type of caching file. It has something to do with the Geo plugin that I have installed. All right, so it's probably no big deal. But you know, if you get into here, you don't want to delete the years. Those have your images. Those are actually directories, and there could be malware in there. So you want to make sure that you scan these files using your word fence, and then go in there and see if there's anything in there. All right. I know this has been a long, lengthy tutorial. It's really technical, but like I said, you know, if you need some help, we're here to help you, and it's not going to charge you an arm and leg. Some of them charge ridiculous amounts of money to clean hacked WordPress, but it's really not that bad, and we get it done. Most of them done with under an hour. This is Max with A1 Website Pro. Thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial was able to help you out or point you in the right direction. Thanks. Bye.